Hey guys, Jeremy here, and I just got back from Toys R Us. It's one of the two Toys R Us stores that's closest to my house, the one that I haven't been to in about 3 weeks or so. Last time I was there, I picked up the NECA Toys Rocky and Clubber Lane figures. Haven't been there since, so wanted to pop in and see what's new, anything interesting going on. And I figured if I saw something that looked cool and I wanted to pick it up, then I would go ahead and do it because you only live once, right? So I got three things that I got there, and I'm going to show you what I got exactly. So first up, we have, it's a Sack Boy from Little Big Planet, but not just any Sack Boy. This is the Uncharted Sack Boy. So he's modeled after Nathan Drake, of course, of the Uncharted series, and it is an official PlayStation product, and it is made by NECA Toys. So NECA has a few different Sack Boys that they have sold of various characters, but the one in particular, the ones in this line in particular, you get the Happy Sack Boy. You get the sort of regular stoic, I'm happy but you can't see my mouth Sack Boy, and then you have the Nathan Drake inspired Sack Boy. And this was $12.99, I think, at Toys R Us, which I think is a pretty darn good deal. And I don't have any Sackboy figures. This will be my first. So I'm going to go ahead and open him up, and we are going to take a look at him. Let me just get out my knife here. Now, since this is that pretty industrial government plastic, it might be a jump cut right here as I hack into this thing. People who steal figures have probably got this stuff down to a science by now. Oh, Jeremy, you have to cut around the package. Don't go through it, cut around it. After much hacking and slashing, I am back. Now this is pretty freaking cool. First of all, cloth. This scarf that he has around his neck is actually a cloth, and it has a little bit of Velcro to it as well. So it looks like you can undo it and take it off if you want. But I won't be doing that because, this has to complete the Nathan Drake look. And of course he is articulated, so you can move his head left and right. It's a very loose joint, very easygoing. He feels like he could be a bit top heavy, so I'm worried how well he's going to do standing. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, all right, we can kind of get him there. You just got to play with him a little bit. He has one tiny little peg hole in the bottom of his feet. But look at that detail there. He's got the half-tuck shirt with the belt buckle showing through. Of course, you have to be able to move the arms. They're probably a little bit stiff, as NECA tends to have stiff joints with a lot of their figures. So, I would love to get him in the kind of waving pose that Sack Boy and Sack Girl is best known for. But there you go. I think this guy looks awesome. I love the different textures that he has in his hair. There's like there's a mix of black, and there's a little bit of brown in there, and you can feel all the divots and waves and stuff. This is really cool. The 5 o'clock shadow that he has and the somewhat of an open mouth. This is great. This is the type of figure I think will go really good if you're at work and you have your own desk. You don't want to litter your desk full of stuff, but if you just had a few little trinkets and a few little collectibles that you want to put on your desk, this is something that is definitely desk worthy. It's friendly, it looks awesome, and wow, this is great. This is really great. And it's also textured, the cloth feeling of the Sack Boy Nathan Drake. And even on his little joints on his feet right there, it just looks like little pieces of thread. So very good job, NECA. You have once again thoroughly impressed. I love this thing. He looks really awesome. So that's the first thing that I got from there. Now let's move on to the second and third things that I got. Now this might come as a surprise for regular viewers. This is a Marvel Legends figure. And this is the Ben Reilly Spider-Man from the Absorbing Man wave. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Marvel Legends. In fact, I made a whole video just basically explaining my thoughts about Marvel Legends. But the reason why I decided to pick this guy up, really is a couple of reasons. One, because at Toys R Us this week, there is a sale on Marvel Legends figures 2 for $30. So that's a pretty good deal. You know, if you want to break it up, that's 15 bucks a figure, which addresses one of my biggest problems with Marvel Legends, which was the $20 price tag for the continuous reuse of molds and some spotty quality control, weird paint, and, you know, just all that stuff. Watch that video if you want the full story. But for 2 for 30, how can I possibly resist? So I think that this Ben Reilly Spider-Man looks really cool because he comes with all these different interchangeable hands. And of course you have the absorbing man parts, which, you know, I'm not going to get every figure in this wave, so I really don't care about those. But then you also have this other interchangeable head, like this Carnage head, which I think is really awesome. So this is a very good way for Toys R Us to kind of get rid of those older Marvel Legends that are just sitting up on the shelf, you know. Old Hawkeye, people, you know, need to make a home for Hawkeye. He's just, you know, stinking up the joint. He's been there for a very long time. So hopefully they can clear these out and make way for other Marvel Legends figures, like the X-Men wave. Put that one in stores. Now that one is pretty cool because we don't get a lot of X-Men love. All right, so let's open up this guy. This will actually be my first Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure. I like how the packaging is, though, how easy it is to slip it out and get to the figure, and you don't have to worry about twist ties or anything. All right, Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Another thing that I was kind of excited for about this figure is posability. I know these Spider-Man figures have a tendency to be super posable, and especially if you're really good at posing figures, you can probably get some really great looks out of this guy. You know, I mean, some web slinging action, kind of have him going kind of like this, you know, as he's swinging across. I mean, that looks pretty cool. I'm going to have to play with it a little bit more and get him in a really good pose so I can have him like down on my desk and maybe see if I can get him standing on one foot as well. Like if I can do that right now on camera, that would be awesome. But I don't think I can. But I'm going to work with this guy. I'm going to work with this Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Has he been a little bit loose though? You know, you see how that just kind of rocks like that? And see, that's part of what I was talking about with Marvel Legends and stuff. That seems way too loose. Like I shouldn't be able to do that, but here we are. Let me take a look at some of the other accessories here. I like these hands that he has, open hands. I like these Carnage hands, and I like this head right here, like this Carnage head. So that looks awesome. So I'm going to put him off to the side. I'm not going to be playing with him here. I just want to show you guys, you know, basically what I got. So let me just kind of get him just standing up regularly. There you go. Put out your thwipping hands like this. Point them that way and look to the left. There we go. Horrible pose. But I'm going to move him over to the side and show you the last thing that I got, which was the other extremely large reason why I decided to buy the Marvel Legends figures and get this deal. And it's because of this lady right here, SpiderGwen, which to my understanding is a difficult figure to find in the wild. And she was just sitting there all out front and center like, Jeremy, it's me, SpiderGwen. The internet's going crazy over me right now, both for my Funko Pops and for my Marvel Legends figure that people can't seem to find. So when I saw her, I was like, dude, you can get SpiderGwen and then you can just grab another one. Now they also had Venom. Venom was there. Didn't pick up the Venom because I personally like the Marvel Select Venom better because he has those multiple heads and it just looks kind of freaky. So if I'm going to get a Venom figure, it's going to be that one. But definitely old SpiderGwen. So cool. And of course she has her hood in the regular Gwen Stacy head as well as the hood down Gwen Stacy. So kind of like the Funko Pop. They have her unmasked, unhooded, and all hooded up. So that is great. I really do like the pink and the red, or the pink and the white that she has going on here. But the paint applications on this particular one is not that great, and that was a bit of a bummer for me. But of course, since she's hard to find, it's not like you can have a bunch of them and just compare them. Which one do I want? Which one do I want? So some parts on this, the white looks a little bit dirty, But, you know, when you see a Gwen Stacy, you gotta get her if you don't see multiple ones. So she's quite small. Here she is. if you want to compare her to the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. So of course she's going to be smaller. But I hope that she still maintains the same kind of awesome flexibility that I expect out of Spider figures. Looks like that torso crunch is not that. She doesn't have like the double ones. Like on this Ben Reilly here, you see he's got that upper one. And then he also has this, well, no, actually he just has the upper torso. It's just the upper torso. I guess it just has more maneuverability. But, you know, I need to work with that a little bit more, of course, and figure out a way to get Gwen Stacy inside of a really awesome pose. But, you know, these figures I think probably work best with a flight stand of some sort, so you can really bring out their spider powers, posing ability and stuff like that. So that is it. That's all the stuff that I got from Toys R Us today. And surprising. Now, if you are into Marvel Legends and you want to pick up some Marvel Legends that maybe you were missing out on, or if you just need one more to complete that Build-A-Figure, go ahead and hit up Toys R Us this week. It is the 17th of September right now. So you'll be able to go there 2 for $30 and just complete whatever collection or wave that you are trying to get into. And if you are also a fan of WWE figures, Toys R Us also has a 2 for $30 on WWE Elites. I'm not sure, but I doubt that that includes the Network Spotlight Elites or the Defining Moments Elites, or, you know, just like those offshoots of Elites. I think it just means like the basic Elites, if that makes any sense. So also check that out if you want to. Also at Target, $19.99, the 4 Horsemen 4-pack. Pick that up if you want to. At least you can get 4 Elite figures for $20, which is a good deal no matter who the heck they are. So that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry I couldn't get these guys in any cool poses live, but I will work on that. And if you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to subscribe. I'm hoping to create more videos throughout the week. So until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I'll talk to you later.